From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 27, Winston. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A first down throw for Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. J.J. Nelson. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. To the air again with Winston. Lets it go for Nelson. This is caught inside the 15. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll run with Mostert. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Makes the score Chiefs. Stephen
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. 1st and 10. It's Wilson. Screen play. McKinnon. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
Pernell McPhee in there on the stop. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
That's out to the left and complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Could have gone with a ground game there. Opted for the quick pass. Well, I don't know that it would have mattered, Charles, but it didn't work out.
In a lot of these offenses, yards after catch are built in without explicitly saying it. In this case, he didn't make anyone miss out on the perimeter. Got tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
And brings up 4th down. Now Winston on 4th down. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards. And an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. This is Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's Mostert, and he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Wilson on the
he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
It's 2nd and 8. At the
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. Back deep, Travis Benjamin. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Patriots nothing.
They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Mostert, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball.
Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Following the interception, Winston. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
No gain.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
57 Mike. Mike 55 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 57 is right. Me and you want to take it.
Throwing, Winston. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by...
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
3rd down and 4.
Very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
A gain of 2.
On 4th down, it's Howard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They opt to go for it, and they get it. 1st and goal after a pickup of 5.
The 1-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score. Chiefs 21. Patriots nothing. Stephen Hauschka set to kick off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And this is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
3 brings up 3rd and 2.
Ready. Watch 25. Get ready.
Winston on 3rd and 2. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Winston completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he will find Ridley. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
50, black 25. Green, triple T. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Check 24. Check 24.
Play fake. Winston. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson looking downfield for Godwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 35. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
On the play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now McKinnon to start the drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. McKinnon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Anthony Averett picks it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He's got his man on the crossing route. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. There's Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he fires one incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They hand it off to Mostert. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down forthcoming. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be complete to Cook. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. The 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete. Jared Cook, his Pro Bowl tight end, was the target. 3rd down here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10.
To go.
And he finds Cook. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. A quick pass here to Godwin. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Godwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
On 3rd down, Winston lets it go for Nelson. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. J.J. Nelson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Play action. It's Wilson. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Second down, Winston. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete.
What a play.
And
What a
all the
play.
way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
It's a pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Once again, it's Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
That's a 41.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I've thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have been big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. They'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Still 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He pitches it. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
They'll get this out wide. It's Nelson with it. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. A big play there for KC. 41 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And he lost 6 there on the first down play. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
They run it with McKinnon. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Today's final
a big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another home date next week as the Raiders will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.